Hi everyone, I'm Tristan Tomasino and welcome to another weekly market pulse. It's cold, it's quiet, there's not much on the market, there doesn't seem much to be coming up online. These are recurring statements that we're hearing from buyers at open homes, auctions and on the phone over the last 2 weeks. And it is very truthful given that there really isn't too much coming up in July and especially early August. So as a buyer, you need to be prepared to bid at auction now as there will be more competition. Even though clearance rates once again were below 60% at 59% on the weekend compared to this time last year at 70%, you will see more competition. So my tip is to make sure as a buyer, if you do see a property you like and you are the highest bidder at auction, you need to make sure that if it doesn't hit reserve, you are and continue to be that highest bidder to be in exclusive position to negotiate. As a seller, there hasn't been a better time over the last 9 months than to sell now. Coming into winter, we've seen some really good conditions over the last 2 weeks, especially in July and early August, where there won't be much competition in line with your property. It's going to be a great time to sell. As we get further into spring, especially late September with footy finals and school holidays taking place, and potentially Malcolm Turnbull calling an early election in October, history shows that over that 4 to 6 week period of the election and a couple of weeks after that, the market does cool and buyers and sellers assess potentially the new parliament conditions, any new legislation that's going to be proposed, and then potentially hold off selling for the rest of the year or maybe sell in 2019. We've also spoken about the Royal Commission over the last couple of weeks. There was a great article recently released that does show that the main thing now that banks are tightening the screws on regarding lending is living expenses. They've added about 13 to 14 new categories to obviously for you to show in terms of getting your finances approved. So that's something now that buyers, especially investors, will have to prove in terms of their living expenses. As always, look forward to seeing you on next week's Weekly Market Pulse and have a great week.